Hello and welcome to another episode of the Bearded Goods Podcast. My name is Brandon Smith. Today, my guest is Darryl Ransome. I met Darryl at Goodnights during the Comedy Challenge. It was one of his first times ever performing, I think, on stage, and he just had a great personality, a great stage presence, and I got to talking to him a little bit after the show, and we've been kind of hitting each other back and forth since then, and I've been really wanting him to come in here. I know you guys have probably heard me talk about him more than once, I think, on a couple of the episodes there, so I'm really excited for today's episode. I hope you are too. Anyway, let's jump right into it. Here he is, Darryl Ransome. Well, that's one way to start it. So, Darryl, how you been, man?
Been doing good, man.
Yeah?
Working.
What kind of work you do?
I do security right now.
Security? Cool deal, man.
I do armed security for a power plant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I work around power plants sometimes. I work in, I'm a land surveyor. Mm-hmm. So I end up out there around those things and have to wear all the safety equipment and stuff when we're working out in the woods out there.
Yeah.
So they get real particular about who's on their property.
Yeah, when I saw that video of you in the woods, I thought you were hunting that time.
Oh, no.
I called you.
No.
What you hunting? No, I'm at work.
Yeah, just working, dude. Yeah, I'm out in the woods all the time. That's pretty much what surveying is.
Yeah.
Well, my part of it. And there's other parts of it. They do like construction and stuff, and they'll be like surveying the buildings and tell them where to put stuff. And it's for me, it's an all right job. I feel like I kind of landed in a job where I would never have picked it for myself, but I don't hate it. You know, I can get up and go to work every day. Okay.
I understand.
And but it's just pushing those hours to make ends meet is the hard part.
No, I love the hours. I love trying to get overtime. They're slacking back on that, and that's why I'm trying to do other things.
Yeah, man. So you got into comedy.
Yeah.
You just always been like a naturally funny guy. Well, for me personally, you have like a very like a very inviting, like comfortable personality.
Yeah.
Like you have a very magnetic is what I was looking for. Magnetic personality. You draw people in and you just talk, and I think it's funny. But what got you into comedy? Would you have like comedy legends that you liked, or
I think
growing up,
or alcohol though?
The alcohol.
But no, I'm very inviting. I've always been a funny person, I feel. But it was usually like a conversational funny.
Yeah, it's in conversation.
Yeah. And people would tell me, you know, you're funny. And when I got to college, I had linked up with some of my friends, and they told me, hey, well, he went to L.A. and started doing production and stuff like that. And he started to write his own feature film.
Oh, nice.
And he came back to North Carolina to do his own feature film at our alma mater, St. Augustine's University. So he hit me up. I said him at one homecoming. He was like, I told him I was going to start doing comedy. He said, oh, yeah. And then we were partying. I didn't think
as
he
you
would
do in
remember.
college.
I didn't think he would remember.
Right.
But like 8 months later, he called me. Like, I got a part for you.
Oh.
I want you to try, you know, an audition for it. So I did. It was over like Skype or something to his director, which is Robert X. Golfin. He also went to the college as well. And they're all out in LA. I want to go out there soon.
Yeah, I want to get out there, man. But
so we shot the film like 2 years ago. It was supposed to be coming out on Netflix this 2019.
Nice.
It's called Freshman Friday.
Freshman Friday? What's your role in it?
I am a brother of the producer. His name is Steven Slates. It was Slate Squared Entertainment. And we're twin brothers, fraternal twins. Look nothing alike.
Yeah.
He got all the looks. I'm the fat, chubby black brother.
Big guys get typecasted, man.
And he's like fit, light skin, pretty face. But we could finish each other's sentences. And only he can fucking talk shit to me. Anybody else that he got my back in the film. It's kind of like that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger twins.
Twins, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
That's
cool.
what it reminded me
It's like a little spin on that.
Just a
loose,
little,
very
yeah,
loose.
Yeah.
Cool deal, man. So you said you went to St. Aug.
That's right.
Right. What year did you graduate?
I graduated in 2005.
05?
Yeah.
You know, I believe it was St. Aug, but right beside it, is that over there near Washington Terrace? That yeah. Okay, it's like St. Aug, Washington Terrace, and there's that other school over there, Mary Phillips.
Yep.
Yeah, I went there.
Oh, you was badass.
I was a little bad kid, yeah. I was a little bad kid.
We heard stories about that school.
Oh, man. Dude, it was crazy, dude. I was just never a good student. Like, it wasn't I was a bad kid. I was just never a good student. Like, I would go to school, and I was really just there for the social aspect. And I was always the class clown.
Yeah.
So, like, I've always just kind of been that funny guy. And, that's all I cared to do was just go to school and make people laugh and hang out and have a good time. Like, I didn't care about the work or anything like that. And, yeah, so I ended up having I repeated, what was it, 7th grade? Yeah, I failed 7th. It was funny because some of my friends failed 6th. And at Daniels, the buildings are separate. So, like, the 6th grade building is separate than 7th and 8th grade. And I was in 7th grade, and they'd be walking down below, and I'm like, aha, y'all failed. And the next year, there I was. Yep. Hey, guys, remember me? Don't be mean. But, no, I failed 7th, and then I passed 7th, passed 8th. And then I failed 9th. And then after I failed 9th, I had to go. That's when I went to Mary Phillips because I went to Broughton for a year. I started out on the football team, was doing fine. Then my grade slipped. And I ended up going to Mary Phillips. And then for Mary Phillips, I transferred out of there to some private homeschool. And I had to pay. I worked and paid to go to high school to get a diploma. But I ended up graduating with 3.86 and just went to party at college. Never went to college.
Yeah,
you know?
Sounds like my brother.
Yeah. And then that's where I kind of got into, like, doing music and stuff. I was sitting there at parties that we would have, and I'd have a guitar, and I have a song called Can I Stick It in Your Butt Tonight? And I haven't played that one in a long time. I think I tried it out at Goodnights once. It just has a different feel than it had, 10 years ago.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's what she said. But so I was playing that. I played that at parties and stuff. And my buddy, we were going up to Ruckus, the open mics, and because my friend Sam would host them. And while we were up there, I was always way too nervous to get on stage. Never wanted to do it, just like to do it at parties and stuff. And my buddy Jordan signed me up on the open mic night list there. And my buddy Sam went up. He's like, all right, next up, we got Brandon Smith. Come on up. I was like, oh, shit, that's me. And they're like, yeah, that's you. I was like, I got to go up there. They're like, yeah, go up there. I was like, okay. So I went up there. I played that song. And I played one, had an old song called The River. It's just about skinny dipping down by a river. And then, I don't know, some other, I think I had a song called Punk Rock Princess with a Penis. But anyway, and I got hooked on it from there, man. And just always have done it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was nervous that night at Goodnights. That was my first time on stage. I never even really did it at no party either.
Yeah.
But I ran back down, maybe two people in front of me to take another shot.
Yeah.
I went to the bars for some more liquor to knock those cobwebs off, those jitters.
Dude, yeah, that's
And the whole time I didn't even study my material that much. I had one day. I wrote it. But then, previous time I drove to Atlanta, I took my kids to Atlanta to, one of my cousins had a baby with one of the NFL players, Deion Jones, and him and his daughter and my daughter is the same age, and I never met my cousin before, so we went there to meet them and go to his daughter's birthday party. It was an awesome trip, but I had the kids by myself, so
yeah.
I was like, Mom, Dad, why don't y'all come down there? I'll pay for the room. I want to go out one night.
Yeah, one night.
Yeah.
Just give me a night.
Yeah. So that's what happened. I had an awesome time that night, too.
Good. So you wrote all your stuff, and then you just got up there? And just, did you practice it at all?
I did a little bit. I had maybe one day when I got back where I recorded it on my phone, read it over, my voice recorder, got some headphones, and all day was just trying to remember it.
Yeah.
Because I pledged Omega Psi Phi. That's what this is right here.
All right.
It's a fraternity, national. And we had to remember stuff for the next day.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it, I got this. I did this before.
My fraternity brothers have put me through this mess before. I got this, nothing.
So, But when I did get up there, I thought I had it, but I didn't really have it. Mm-hmm. So that's why I was like, shit, I just drew a blank.
It's a sobering moment when you played it through your mind and you get up there and the first time it doesn't go like you planned it out. It's a sobering moment. You're like, I thought they were going to laugh right there, but I can't stop talking. You know, like, do they even think it's funny? You immediately start second guessing yourself. Yeah. And then you kind of get in that deer in the headlights look. It'll hit you quick.
Yeah. So that's what happened. But after that first shit, the second damn, it started coming back.
Yeah.
And also the lights, I feel like, help me.
Really?
Being in your face.
Yeah. You don't like seeing the crowd?
No, I do, but you only can see like the first couple rows.
Yeah, first couple rows.
So when I got into it, I started looking at them and I got a reaction. After that first laugh, I was like, okay, we're good.
Yeah, we're good. You settle in, knock the jitters off. Like, all right, we're okay.
And the crowd reaction, like, ooh. I'm like, yeah, exactly. Yes, I said fucking porn. I did say that.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want to here, man. This goes on the internet. All right. So, but, yeah, man.
But then I did also, December the 22nd, I did a house party.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, how'd that go? I think I talked to you just before then, didn't I?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what happened was, after the show, I talked to you.
Yeah.
I did get a call for someone to manage me from...
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I was like, I'll wait on that. But then he's like, hey, I got this gig for you. It's a house party. I want you to do the 15, 20 minutes. Around Christmas time, it was a private party, Christmas theme. They all had on fucking Christmas outfits and stuff. I said, yeah, I'll do it. And he was like, you got any microphones and stuff? So I took a whole karaoke machine with me. That was dope though, but it was a different experience.
Yeah.
Because there were no lights. It was a house. Everybody was closer to you.
Were you on like an actual stage or were you ground level with them?
Level.
Yep. It's different.
Yeah. It was all women.
Oh.
It was like two guys there. But by the middle of my set, I seen that they were together.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, okay. Then, but they had, sidebar conversations. People getting up, getting food, drinks. I'm like, would y'all sit the fuck down somewhere? Yeah. So it became more of me cracking on people than telling my jokes.
Right. It's more of a one-on-one kind of thing. Like, I'm going to go to you. We're going to kind of have a conversation with the crowd.
Like this lady, she was sitting off to the left. She was talking. And all I could see was her lips. And she had like red glitter lipstick on. And they just kept moving. And I'm like, yo, I'm up here trying to do something. Could you close them shits up?
The lights flashing off.
Yeah. But yeah, and I think that the lights in your face, when I have that lights in my face, it's like I got my eyes closed and I can think.
Yeah. See, for me, I get up on there at the Goodnights or somewhere like on an actual stage and you got the lights on you. Mm-hmm. I prefer to see the crowd a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't mind seeing like just the first three rows. Yeah. That's fine because I know there's more people in there, but at the same time, I like to feed off the crowd. If I can't get the reactions that I need to feel, and it's totally selfish, if I don't get the reactions I need to feel comfortable out of that first three rows, then I can mess it up for everything else. But that's all internal. Like, It's just all a mental game for me.
Yeah, that's what it is. But then afterwards, after I did my little set, I stayed and party like I wasn't really invited. Had some drinks and food. And there's one lady, she was like, you got a cigarette? Or can you take me to the store to get a cigarette? Get some cigarettes. I said, yeah, I haven't had that much to drink yet.
Yeah.
So she goes and we go outside and her girlfriend comes out there like, where you going with my friend? Oh, he's taking me to the store. Don't be trying that with my friend. I'm like, I'm not. She's like, don't worry about it. I'm good. I'm grown. I'll let him touch my titty. It's like, okay.
Well, I was just taking you to the store. There was no titties involved in the previous conversation.
Yeah. So that was wild. It shocked me.
So where'd you grow up, man? Did you grow up around here, or did you grow up in somewhere else? Or
Nah, I grew up in New Jersey, South Jersey.
South Jersey? How long did you live in Jersey?
All the way to I went to college. My first college was in Loretta, Pennsylvania, and I went there in 2000. Played football at St. Francis in Loretta, Pennsylvania, in the mountains.
What position did you play?
Well, I got recruited for defensive tackle. And when I got there, they switched me to offensive guard, and that shit pissed me off.
Yeah, it's different, man. Yeah. People don't think that.
It's hands-on with defense. I love defense.
Yeah, I played defense. I played right guard, and then I played God, what else? I did switch to offense in high school, and I played tight end because I got a little bit taller and lost some of my weight. Kind of went up, and instead of having that low center of gravity with a lot of weight to push you around, I was a little bit taller and I could actually maneuver a little bit better. So I went to tight end. But I still love playing defense.
Yeah.
I like blocking punts, kicks, anything like that, sacking the quarterback. That was it for me. My mom, I remember, because I was always nervous about, because I was always like, I don't know how it was for you, but for like little leagues and stuff and weigh-ins, I had to I was down to my underwear on those weigh-ins for the kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, he's got to shed like another pound before he can play. And they're like, here's a plastic bag, go run around. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'd actually have to shed a little weight. So I was always the big kid. So, but I was always a little nervous about hitting people hard. And my mom looked at me one time, because it was just me and her growing up. My mom looked at me. She goes, Brandon, look at me. I was like, all right. She said, put my face on those kids' faces. And every time that I made you mad and you wanted to hit me or throw something or do something, you just hit them. And I said, okay. And then from then on, I was kind of like unstoppable.
Yeah, I was the same way. I played soccer all the way up until...
I played a little bit of soccer. I got smacked in the face with a soccer ball, and that was it for me.
Until I was 10. And when I turned 10, I wanted to play football. You know, that's the same season sport. So you got to choose.
Yeah.
And I was 10 years old. I was always been a big guy, too. So I had to move up to the 110. I was over 110 pounds at 10 years old. And they were older. And I think that's where my game came from. In my being with them, they didn't play the 90 pounds, 80 pounds years way before while I was playing fucking soccer.
They forced you to get better.
Yeah. And I went to the weigh-in. I didn't make weight the first weigh-in. I'm sad.
I've done that. It's embarrassing.
And I was like, I'm 10. Everybody's a little bit older than me. They told me to take my drawers off. I was like, fuck no.
Like, man, is this couple ounces going to matter?
We had a girl on the team, and I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. But now I'm a grown-ass man. I'm like, bring her on.
Totally different weigh-in now.
Yeah.
Take your drawers off. All right. This is going to be that kind of weigh-in.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. So you went there, and then you went, transferred down to St. Aug?
Yeah, see, this is the thing. I would have went to North Carolina Central.
I had a buddy who worked for the athletics department over there.
Okay.
Anyway.
And I got my acceptance letter when I already had moved in to my dorm and my parents had left. And they get back home, they were like, oh, you got your acceptance letter at North Carolina Central. I'm like, fuck it, I'm here now.
So so that was when you were at St. Aug?
No.
That you got the letter, or when you were at
St. Francis?
St. Francis.
Mm-hmm. But I did transfer. I didn't like that school. It was like I get along with everybody.
Yeah.
It was like 1% minority there. We all played the sport.
Yeah.
And there was like nothing for us to do.
Yeah.
The fraternities there was just keg parties. I don't drink beer.
Yeah, I'm not. And
when I did drink beer, there, I went in there, the music blasting, and the beer was in my stomach, just jumping. It was like that right there on your screen.
Oh yeah, like the audio file.
And it was coming up and
bouncing,
and then it hit the top of my throat, and it just started coming out.
Yeah, done.
And it snowed there till like April, man.
Oh god, like I feel
People
spoiled in North Carolina.
And fucking get frostbite for passing out in the fucking snow.
No thanks. I've never been that drunk to where I've passed out and not know where I pass out at. Like, well, I take that back. There was one time. There was one time I got really drunk at a party right off of NC State, and I was supposed to stay at the dorm room, and we're at the house. We went back to my buddy's dorm, and I was like, man, I gotta use the bathroom. He's like, all right. He's like, it's out the hall, or down the hall, or out the door and to the right. And I was like, all right, cool. So I get up, grab his guitar, and go out the door and to the left. And it's probably 2, 3 o'clock in the morning in Owen's dorm at NC State. Mm-hmm. And if you slept with your door cracked open on that hall, I was in your room that day. I would just burst in, start singing stupid songs, waking people up, people getting pissed off. My friend was really upset with me, which I don't blame him, because I mean, I could get him in trouble, like a lot of trouble with the resident advisor. I think this is the RA that lives at the end of the hall or whatever. But anyway, so they come and grab me, get me back into the room. I'm like, but I really do have to use the bathroom. And they're like, all right. So I'll get up and I actually go to the bathroom. And at the time I was smoking cigarettes, and I was like, man, I want to smoke a cigarette. So I go to the end of the hall and just open the window open and smoke a cigarette. Then I was like, I want to smoke another one. Then I saw people walking. I was like, fuck this. I'm going back to the party. And it's probably, 4. And I go down the steps out the door, and I'm like, man, it's cold. And I'm like, man, fuck this. I'm going back. And I turn around, and that door's locked. I can't get back in. I'm like, well, now I got to figure out what I'm going to do. So I go back to the party house. But on my way back there, well, I didn't find it out till later. So I go back to the party house, and obviously they're all closed up. It's all locked up. I'm like, well, I'm just going to go to my car. I'll throw my keys on the floorboard. I'll sleep in there. When I wake up in the morning, I will drive home. I went to my car, threw my keys on the floorboard, locked the doors, laid back, and woke up in my bed. And I was like, oh shit. So I started calling everybody. I was like, did you drive me home? Did you drive me home? They're like, no. And I looked out front. My car's in the front. I'm like, I fucked up. I was like, I fucked up. I never had that happen again. But I was like, man, fuck. But come to find out, when I was smoking cigarettes, apparently that smoke had lingered for a little while and allowed me to get a little bit further away. But Owen's dorm had to evacuate at like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning because I was smoking cigarettes because the fire alarms went off.
That is
so I'm sure there was a bunch of pissed off kids.
Yeah, I probably blacked out once. I never thought it would happen. And I never believed it because I usually get drunk and remember everything that happened.
Yeah.
Never once until that time. I was home in New Jersey visiting. Got with some friends, drinking some moonshine, and I'm like, I'm not done. I want to go drink some more. So I went and drank some more, and the next thing I know, I came back home. I was staying at my grandmother's house, and my wife was there. My sister was there. Sister and her husband was there, and I knew what I had on, and I woke up with shorts on, and I had on pants when I was out. So I knew I went to bed, got sick, felt sick, went downstairs to go and throw up. And obviously I didn't make it back upstairs because I woke up downstairs in the living room with shorts on. I was like, yo, how did I get these shorts on? And who put these shorts on me? So I was told the next day that my wife and my brother-in-law, I was asleep in the living room with nothing on.
Oh,
and they didn't want my grandma to see me, so they put some shorts on me and just left me there.
Well, at least they put shorts on you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. God, oh man, the only time I've been like, well, not only time I've been pukey drunk. I've been pukey drunk a few times. But when I first met my wife, it was shortly after we had first met. We went out one night with our friends. We went back to our house that we were renting at the time. Or all your buddies just throw in and you pay like $200 a month. You know what I mean? Yeah. Split up between everybody and their girlfriends. But we go back to that house, and I had just literally gotten like a legit job. Like I had just been hosting open mics and doing that kind of stuff, playing weekend gigs, cover song gigs and stuff. And at the time, before the housing market crashed, it was good money. Really good money. I mean, I worked like 3 days a week and make like almost $1,000 a week. And it was nice at 23, 24 years old. But anyway, so I just got a legit job and I was in training, and it was the first week of training. And then the beginning of training, they said, you can't miss any time and any of this, or you won't be hired and all that. But all my friends work there. So we went out. I think it was like a Tuesday night, went to Ruckus, I believe. And I got way drunk, came home, and I was laying up, like at the time my bed was against the wall, and my wife was sleeping on a girlfriend at the time, but she was sleeping behind me. And man, I had thrown up on the side of the bed in my sleep. And I was like, oh, God, we hadn't been together that long. I felt horrible. So I get up, I get her up, I clean it up, and I just flip the mattress, like, go back to sleep. And I go to the bathroom, and I pass out on the bathroom floor and all that. And I get back up and finally get back in the bed, but I called out and everything. And still ended up getting the job, but like, that was a rough night. That was early on. I'm like, I still wonder sometimes why my wife is like, yeah, I'll marry that guy. Yeah.
That's awesome. But yeah, I talked to you about doing a show at St. Aug. We're trying to do a like a stress relief comedy set or program after finals. I'm still working on trying to get the auditorium and things like that. I have my frat brothers that's still on campus now, working on that part of it. But I think, you know, that would be awesome.
I think it would be great, man. I love doing that. I just like playing. I like getting in front of people. I really enjoy making people laugh.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like a selfish thing just because it makes me feel good, and that's why I do it. But fuck it, right? Exactly.
That's what I'm on now.
If I like it and I enjoy it, and the byproduct of that is you get to like it too. Fuck it.
That's what I'm on now. I'm just trying to make myself happy now. I don't care.
Heard that, man. I know how that goes. That's a hard thing to do. Because
for a long time, all I did was try to make other people happy, and
put yourself on the back burner.
I neglected myself.
Yeah, I know how it is, man. You get into that, it's a vicious cycle too, because once you've grown kind of accustomed to it, it's really easy to not assert yourself and to fall back and put yourself back on the back burner again and just kind of take care of everything else and like totally disregard what your own personal needs are.
Yeah.
Until it comes out as an unhealthy thing. You have like a burst of anger or something happens where it's just completely unnecessary when all it would take is just 20 minutes, 30 minutes a day of just a little self-reflection, a little time for yourself, and to focus on yourself and to really care about yourself is a big thing.
That is true.
And that's one thing I've had to learn. Shit, I'm 35 and still learning it. Or am I 35 or am I 34? Fuck, I don't know. I'm older. I hit 30 and I'm like, I'm going to stop counting.
Yeah, I did that a couple years ago too. I didn't know how old I was, but now I know. I'm 36 now.
36. There you go. But yeah, man.
I was like, what? Yeah, am I 35 or 36? I don't remember. And then you got to do math.
I'm horrible at math. Then I got to break out a phone because I'm still a millennial. I'm on like that first edge of millennial. I got to break my phone out for a calculator. But so what's your process, man? Like, what do you do for writing? Do you just pull from, like, where do you pull from? Just real life stuff, or do you
real life stuff?
Real life stuff. That's always the best.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah, it is.
Actually, some stuff I didn't want to talk about as far as a relationship because it had a rocky start, and it would make the house a more stressful environment. But now I'm like, it needs to go out there. And that's what people are relatable to. A lot. Yeah. Everybody's in a relationship, whether it's good or bad.
Yeah, I talked to my wife when I told her, I was like, I want to get back on stage. I want to get back into doing comedy, and I want to get back up there. And I was like, I'm having trouble writing. Mm-hmm. And she was like, wow. I was like, well, I just feel like I can't talk about some of the stuff I want to talk about. Mm-hmm. And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, our relationship and stuff like that, just funny things that I've noticed and stuff. She's like, no, it's absolutely fine. So it's really cool that I got that support from her, that I don't have to worry about that stuff. You know what I mean? But there's going to be some lines you can't cross. And I think those are just like, they're unspoken rules that you just don't talk about. But other than that, I'm down to talk about almost anything. My problem now is I do the music and stuff, and I love doing it. I love writing the songs. I love doing the stupid songs, but I like telling my stories too, because I like people to have to get a sense to know like kind of who I am. Mm-hmm. So I like telling my stories. One of my favorite ones was when my daughter, when she was like, I think she was like 4 or 5, she came to me one day and was like, Daddy, I want to watch Star Wars. And you may have heard this one, but she was like, Daddy, I want to watch Star Wars. I was like, all right, cool. It was kind of like a proud dad moment for me because I like Star Wars and all that. And I was like, all right, cool. So we sit down to throw on The Force Awakens and make some popcorn. We're cuddled up. We're watching the movie, and about 10, 15 minutes into it, eating popcorn, I start smelling something. And we're sitting out here, and it's before I rearranged all this, because usually this TV used to be up over on that wall over there, but I got to get it all finished up. But anyway, we were sitting in here watching everything, and a smell hit me, and I was like, where the fuck is this smell coming from? You know, I mean, I'm in my garage, so it could be coming from anywhere. I smell the blanket, it's not the blanket. I smell me, it's not me. I kind of smell her, it's not her. So I just kind of push it off. I'm like, all right, whatever. Another 10 minutes goes by, and I smell it again. And I'm like going crazy. Where the fuck is this smell coming from? And so by this point, like, I'm like done. I'm like, this is it. And I smell it like 3 more times, and I'm losing my shit. I'm like, all right, I got to find this smell. Mm-hmm. And then so I'm like eating popcorn, and my daughter reaches up to eat some popcorn, and I smell it. And I'm like, wait a minute. London, let me see your hands. So I smell her hands. I smell her hands. And I'm like, that's it. That's the smell I was smelling. I'm like, you got, because what you got to learn as being a dad, you get that rage built up from being a dude, from something happening, but then you like look it down, you're like, it's your kid, you're like, I got to reprocess this. So I'm like, you've been digging in your butt? She's like, yeah. And I was like, and eating popcorn? She said, yeah. I was like, ugh. I started dry heaving. Yeah, God, I felt so bad for her. She got up, man. She ran out of here. She was crying. She went and washed her hands. She ran upstairs, went into her room. And I went up there being all, trying to be supportive, like, hey, it's all right.
How old was you?
She was like 4 or 5 at the time. And so I'm like, she's face down crying in her pillow. I'm like, come on, let's go back downstairs. Let's finish watching the movie. It's okay. We know we don't do that now. They can I didn't know I was going to have to teach my kid not to dig in their butt and eat popcorn. But apparently you got to teach them everything. Yeah. So we get back down here, and through all the commotion, we're watching the movie, and through all the commotion that happened, I had forgotten to throw the popcorn away. And so I was already another bite into the popcorn.
That is hilarious.
But yeah, so like that's all I like telling that story, man. It's just like, just your kid stuff.
And like when you was telling that story, all I could see was the hand coming up.
Yep.
Like,
just I'm like, oh man, because she would too. Every time she put her hand back down underneath the blanket, I wasn't paying any attention to it. I thought she was just trying to get comfortable.
Couldn't smell it anymore.
Yeah, she's digging in that butt. You got
Oh my God.
You got kids, right?
Yes.
How many kids you got?
I got 3.
3 kids?
I got a little girl. She's 18 months.
Oh yeah. It's a good age. Just about my youngest.
Yeah. Got a son, the middle son, he's 7. And I have a stepson that I raised ever since he was like 6 months old. So he's mine.
That's awesome. Dude, it's
Elijah. That's who I took to the game.
Yeah, I was about to say, is that who you took to the game?
Yeah.
'Cause I saw that on
he's
Facebook.
big in basketball. He loves basketball so much.
That's good, man.
He likes all sports, but basketball is really where it's at. He tried football like 2 years ago.
Not his thing.
I mean, he's physical, I guess, but when that fucking first hit happens,
yeah.
Oh my God,
it's
you can't. There's no crying in football.
Yeah. With Tom Hanks, was it A League of Their Own? There's no crying in baseball.
Yeah, but I recorded that. So I got his tears forever on my phone.
That's awesome. I was just I just actually reposted something I posted up a long time ago today. My daughter was walking around. She goes, "Daddy, we need some hookers for this jacket."
Hookers?
I was like, what? She's like, yeah, I need some hookers for this jacket. I was like, you need hookers for your jacket? She's like, yeah, hookers for the jacket, silly. I'm like, oh, you need to hook, she needs like their buttons is what she was trying to think. She needs to hook her. Oh no, she was trying to hang it up. That's what she was trying to do. She's like, I need some hookers. It's like, oh my gosh.
That's funny.
Oh man, but yeah, dude, being step parent is different. It's I've never been a step parent, but I've been the stepchild, and it takes a special kind of person to step in and really genuinely care.
Yeah. And
since you've been there since 6 months, that's awesome, man. Yeah, man. That's awesome. And to really step in and just take care of somebody and love them like your own, even when they're not yours, it's a different thing. It's a lot easier to do when it's yours. When it's not yours,
and he appreciates it a lot. I know he does. He, we stayed up last night. He was like, yeah, thank you so much, Dad, for taking me to the game. I really liked it. We got so much stuff. I bought him a lot of souvenirs and stuff like that. He said, I'm going to keep this stuff forever. If we go back, I'm going to take this. He won a backpack, a fidget spinner, and a lanyard. I was like, well, now you can have a house key, and this can help you not lose it.
Yep.
Because he was very irresponsible. He called me today like, I think I left my football gloves outside. Can you get it? I said, I already picked them up 2 days ago.
I'm already ahead of you, man. Here's where they are. That's awesome, though, man. It's not even.
He's going to be a smaller guy. His dad is very smaller. My son is they about the same height, and they're 3 years apart.
Oh, really?
So when we went there was a Muggsy Bogues.
I remember Muggsy Bogues. I think I was talking about him not too long ago.
Paper or cardboard statue there.
Yeah, the cardboard cutout, life size.
So he stood next to it, took a picture. He was like, "Yo," I said, "See, you're not too much smaller than him right now." So, and he made it.
He made it work.
So that gave him a lot of confidence.
Well, Muggsy, he could dunk though, couldn't he?
Yeah, he could.
I remember Charlotte Hornets, Muggsy Bogues.
He was talking about that before we left. He was like, "Yeah, I touched the rim at school. It's not regulation, but I think I could dunk it." I'm like, "Okay, go ahead." He said, "I'm gonna have to be able to dunk a regulation. I think I'm gonna have to jump my size." I said, "Yeah." He said, "I'm like 4'8". So if I can jump 4'8" and I'm 5 feet, I think I'll be able to dunk.
Top of your head, yeah.
He real good at math too. So he had figured them numbers out quick.
What's Muggsy Bogues up to nowadays?
I don't know, but on that teleprompter, when we went last night, there was they did a honoring Glenn Rice. So they had Lottie Divac and a couple other players, Muggsy Bogues, on a teleprompter, thanking him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So when they seen Muggsy Bogues, he came up on the teleprompter. They was like, "God damn, he looks bad."
I was about to say, how old does he look now?
I don't know. Hey man, he looked like 72.
Is he? He's probably up there. I could probably Google it. But I feel like doing it.
But yeah, his neck was all loose. And people behind me was like, "Oh man, he looks bad." They're like, he looks like he's doing more than weed."
Loose neck. I mean, that's one thing. Like, I'm dead serious. If I ever get older, but if you know me when I'm older, please don't ever describe me. You know that loose neck guy? What's he look? Muggsy Bogues now. Let's see what he looks like now.
See that right there? That first.
Oh no! I saw what you were talking about though. Right over here.
Yeah.
Right there. Yep. That's a 17 All-Star weekend. Oh God, he got that flabby neck. He looks like he did when he was younger, but just like older, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's what happens when you get older, though, isn't it?
But some people behind us was like, "Yeah, he looked like he's doing more than weed." My son heard that too. I don't think he got it. He didn't understand, but
how old is he now?
He'll be 11 at the end of the month.
11 at the end of the month. Dang, that's coming right up.
Mm-hmm.
My oldest will be 7 in March. My youngest will be 2 in July. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and then another guy, I guess that played with Muggsy Bogues and them, he came up, they were about the same age. Now then they was like, "See, look at this guy. He doesn't look as worse as Muggsy did."
Oh, yeah, it's all perspective. Isn't that why the, I don't know, I'll probably butcher it, but like the hot chicks always have that one that's not as hot to make them look hotter, or not. I don't know. I don't know how that.
My cousin used to do that shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she always used to hang out with the fat girls, so she looked good.
Oh gosh, pulling some shit like that. I never pull like that, man. I was never really like a player kind of type. I was never like out there trying to meet a whole bunch of people. I guess I was just too nervous to talk.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I wasn't.
No, he's I was out there. I always admire those people, man. The confidence that it takes to do all that.
I mean, in the beginning, well, I was nervous, but
of course,
after I got my first, it was
done. It was done. Yeah. Nah, I just never. I was always into I always did like skateboarding and like video stuff, and then I got into music, and it's just always had something else that I felt like doing and chasing. Then you get older and you're like, maybe I should have chased a little bit more, but nah, I'm fine with it.
Yeah. I was like that too. I played football until I came to St. Aug. They tricked me to get in here.
They tricked you?
They did.
How'd they trick you?
They sent me letters saying they starting a team because they didn't have a team ready.
Yeah.
And I didn't like the school I was at. So I was like, yeah, they were asking, what's your shoe size, what's your jersey size? And I come from a D1 AA school, playing football. And I come here, they're like, oh yeah, we don't have a team, you got to try out. I was like, yeah, I just left.
I left when I was
13 grand to play. And I only had to pay out of pocket, like $4,000 for school.
Yeah.
And I come to another private school that's like $17,000 a year. And you ain't giving me nothing. And you talking about try out.
Right.
And when I went to try out the first time, I swear I was probably the biggest guy there. I was beating everybody in sprints that was on the line. Of course, I ain't going to run faster than no running back or receiver. But I was beating them in sprints and stuff. And I'm like, yo, they're like, yeah, you got to try out. I'm like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm going to go get a job. So I worked through college, paid my way through college.
Heard that. Where'd you work at? Just different kinds of places? Or?
Yeah, I started at Kmart.
Big just Kmart on jobs.
Big Kmart on Capitol Boulevard. I think it's what a Best Buy now.
Oh, dude, yeah. So I got a funny story about that parking lot. I got jumped in that parking lot. Yeah. It was oh shit. You didn't grow up around here. You got here when you were in college. It might have been around the same time. Anyway, well, they used to I was into Honda Civics and modding them up and racing them out and all that kind of stuff. And we used to hang out at that parking lot. There was big groups of street racers would go there and hang out, and then we'd go to another parking lot and hang out, and we'd organize races and go off and go race and then come back and then do all that. But
that's a good stretch too, right there.
Yeah,
going north.
Yeah, you're heading north all the way. Yeah, it's a good long ways. But we were there one time, and these people that had issues with one of the guys we were with came up and were talking some shit, and it escalated to a point where it didn't need to go to. And his girlfriend was sitting in the car, and we had decided to leave. And when we got to where we were going, I had found out that she was sitting there crying and holding her face. And I was like, what the fuck has happened here? And they were like, one of the guys came over and punched her in the face. What? And I was like, not gonna happen. Didn't even say anything. Got back in my car by myself, drove up there by myself, and got out of my car and was stone cold talking shit to all of them. And of course, there are too many of them for me to beat. Like, I just was in a blind, I was like, I should have had more people with me. But I went up there and they did the whole, they're walking down towards me in the parking lot. And they got up near me and they did the whole throw your shirt up kind of deal, and they're about to reach back and punch you. So I just ducked the first guy and I punched him in the gut and punched one guy in the face, and then they just swarmed me. And then my shoulder, my shoulder's been messed up ever since that day, but they got me pretty good. Dang. But yeah, that was that parking lot, that Kmart parking lot.
Wow.
Yeah. And then it shut down from Kmart and was Best Buy. No, it was something else, and now I think it's like Best Buy now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the outlet is where the Best Buy used to be. Other Best Buy. Anyway, that Best Buy's moved like 3 times in the past 5 years.
Yeah.
Because it used to be where Gander Mountain used to be.
Yep. Yeah,
because it was there, then went up the road, and then went back down. But yeah, so worked at Kmart, get yourself through college. Well, there, and a couple other odds in his jobs.
Eckert's, gas station.
My first job was a car drug. So I know how that goes. Stocking those shelves and stuff.
But that's about it. I did what you did. Me and my cousin, we stayed in an apartment, and his friend stayed in an apartment. Split the cost. It was like $600.
The good old days.
We all played about $200. Easy.
Yep, nice, easy. I need to make rent. Let me go to work for a couple days. Yeah. I need to pay my mortgage. Well, let me go to work this whole fucking month.
Exactly. Let me get some extra days.
You want to work 40 hours? No, I need to work like 50 or 60, please. Oh, getting older, man. But it's awesome, dude. You're getting back out there. So you got your manager set up now? You're under management, or are you just kind of working with somebody?
Nah, I ain't signed nothing.
No, okay, nothing signed.
He talked a good game. I'm just waiting to see what he produced.
Right. Well, you gotta protect yourself.
Yeah.
No matter how much you know or trust the person or whatever.
Right.
You gotta protect yourself. But so you're getting out there, getting a more comedy game going. You got any more gigs coming? You got gigs coming up or anything?
Actually, not at this time. But I'm gonna try to go to some more open mics.
I've been trying to get out to a couple, man. You live out in Durham? Are you in?
No, I'm in Fuquay now. I used to live in Durham.
Okay.
I
don't know why. In my mind, it was just you. I thought you were from Durham.
What gave that away?
Come on now. Shit, I'm almost in Durham here.
Yeah. But no, I did live there. I lived in Raleigh. After I graduated, I lived in Raleigh for a few years. Then I bought a home in Durham. Lived there for a few years. And I sold it. And then we moved to Fuquay. Now I'm there. I'm about to sell that house too.
Yeah. But man, you had a long drive in then. Fuquay. That's not a short one to come over here. I was about to say, yeah, that's not a short drive. I really appreciate you coming. I didn't realize I was that far away.
I wanted to come, man. I think what you're doing is dope here.
Yeah, I love doing this, man. Like, my big thing I really want to do is just continue talking to local comedians. And as our local comedian scene grows, as I've seen it grow the past 10 years, like when I was in it before, I got out, never went back down to Goodnights that often and that stuff. And now that I'm back down there and to see the huge change, it's a dramatic change. Like it would be like if me and you back in the day wanted to go do Goodnights, no problem. You go, you audition, you get on, and then pretty much any week you can get up there if you wanted to. Mm-hmm. Now it's you go up. You don't even audition anymore. You try and get on a list. If you can't make the list, you got to go down and make the raffle spot. Mm-hmm. And then, which isn't too complicated, but you still have to get there. You're becoming from farther, but even coming from my house to Goodnights, it's a good trek to not know if I'm going to be up that night, So I'm leaving work a little bit early so I can get here on time. I got to say hey and good night to my kids because I won't be back before they're in bed. Mm-hmm. And then I got to drive down there and then go sit at the bar and hope that you pull my name out of a bucket so that I can get 3 minutes on your stage, which is fair. Everybody's got to pay their dues. Yeah. But I need to be a little more prepared when I go to Goodnights, because I've been going to Goodnights like I used to go to Goodnights and with just brand new shit and just testing it out. Yeah. And that hadn't been going that well. It's doing all right.
That's what I did. Also, that's what I did at the
competition. Oh, the house party. Yeah, I was about to say you did that at competition pretty much too.
Yeah. I did that at the competition, but I wanted new stuff because I put that one on the Facebook. Yeah. And I don't like some of these comedians. I went to see Just Hilarious at Goodnights last week, and she did one joke that I saw on her Instagram. If you're going to tour, don't do no jokes that you already put on social media.
That's the tricky part, man. It's very tricky because you want people to know who you are, and you want them to share you with their friends. Yeah. But you don't want to put all your material out there. Right. So you either have to have material that you've gone through that you know is good and you don't care because you can cut it from your act, no problem. Mm-hmm. Or you do what I do and write songs. You can play them every time. Yeah. Because songs are songs. People like to hear them. Right. And yeah, it's tough, man.
So when I went to the house party, I wrote all different shit. And at the Goodnights, we only had, 6.5 minutes?
Yeah, I think it was 6 minutes.
6 minutes.
6 minutes.
I went over. I didn't see those lights. Flashing.
Okay, even the lights have changed since I was there a long time ago. It used to be like they'd have a flashlight and it'd be like a bright white light would hit you out of the back. And it was like unmistakable. You saw that light. And now they have the red lights. Mm-hmm. And if you're just kind of glancing down, they'll flash that light and you look up and you don't see that light. I don't know if I've got 30 seconds left or if I've got a minute left or if I've gone over. And the next thing you know, you look up and everybody's like clapping and you're like, what's going on? It's because you got the red lights on and they're trying to get you off stage. Yeah. It's not because your shit's hitting hard.
That's what happened. I'm like, that's all I got. Thank you. But I didn't see those lights. I didn't know how much time I had left. And I started looking at the crowd more as well. Yeah.
The longer you're up there, the more comfortable you start to get. And the more you start getting that flow, your shoulders drop down, your posture changes a little bit. You get a little bit more comfortable. And then you just stop paying attention to everything else because you're in your zone. Yeah.
So I put that on Facebook and I didn't want to use the same material. And it was a Christmas party. I wanted to do jokes around Christmas and holiday stuff. Yeah. So that's what I did. I wrote, and that was a longer time too. Like 15, 20 minutes they asked for. So
that's a lot. Yeah.
To
come with hitters.
Yeah, but That story game, man. Stories can take up a lot of time.
Stories do take up a lot of time. I think that's my other crutch is like, I like taking up a lot of time with stories. like, give me the time. That's fine. You know, I don't know if I could do that just sitting there going, hey, you know, I dated a girl who was into butt plugs. I coughed really hard and it flew out the window. You know, I can't like do that for 15, 20 minutes.
Right.
I can't string them out. I'd rather just tell you a story.
And I told a story about last Christmas where I told the girls, you know, y'all gotta step your game up. Y'all get gifts all year round, and we get bullshit shit. The men. It's like men's gifts versus women's gifts at Christmas. And I said to them, you know, my wife, she got an iPad, a freaking Apple Watch, an iPhone. I said the iPhone wasn't even for Christmas. It was because I got a new phone like months before, and a MacBook. She's like, what do you want for Christmas? I said, I wanted a gun safe. I then did all the research. Black Friday, screenshot. I think it was a Tractor Supply store that had one 24 gun safe for $300. It was $600. So 50%.
That's nice.
She's like, okay. A week later, is there anything else you want? I didn't get that gun safe and the deal's gone.
Oh no.
Well, I said, you can get me some. I want a necklace, some boots, some Timberland boots, and some jeans. She got me okay, I opened the gifts. the necklace, the kids, they opened their gifts. And they wanted to watch me open mine. So they brought me a small box like, Dad, this one's yours, open this. And it was a necklace. And I was like, that's not gold. It's not white gold. You can take that back. Because I'm allergic to metal.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Except if it's white gold or gold. It's like that pH scale shit.
Yeah. That's above my knowledge, but
Yeah.
I kind of know what you're talking about.
So I got to wear like plastic belt buckles.
Oh,
my
yeah?
Stomach, my
Oh,
stomach
man. I think that's just a big dude thing. Now, come on now, because I got to wear I got it on right now. It's a plastic belt buckle because my belly rubs it.
Yeah.
And it just sucks, man. You get like anyway, it's disgusting to talk about. It doesn't make for good quality audio.
So she's like, well, this was a nice thing. I was like, okay, but I don't want it. Then they handed me another box, a bigger box. I opened up, I said, oh shit, I see the Timberland logo. This is what I wanted. Because I don't buy myself nothing no more.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same way.
So I rips it open. I was like, okay, it's Tim's. The box a little beat up. Maybe it was because of UPS,
Maybe
FedEx.
shipping, something.
Yeah. I mean, it is the holiday season and they throw shit around. So I open the box. They are a pair of Tim's, but they are not the ones I wanted. The ones I wanted, I got over right now.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't purchase them myself. But the ones that I had, it was what the kids got teased at or for when I was in high school.
Oh.
They're called the butt nakeds.
Okay.
All one color.
Oh, they're solid. Don't have any like different color lacing, stitching, anything.
No.
You said they're butt naked Tims.
Well, that's what we call them.
That's what y'all call them.
Yeah.
We'll see if they're on here.
It's a one color.
Yep, there they are.
There they are.
It's amazing.
It's called Basic.
Basic. Yeah.
I don't want no basic Tims. Called Timberland Basics.
Timberland Basics. All right.
So the ones I wanted had the leather band on the top and a double colored sole. Those ones right there. The Timberland, what is it? Premium 6.
Right here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that up there, yeah. As opposed to, okay, I get you. It's a little different.
I said, oh, fuck it. I take them. If I wear jeans and cover the top, they won't see the leather band. So I wore them about twice. And went out twice. Came back home and tried to kick them off. You don't lace them up too tight. So you can just kick them off.
Oh, yeah. All my shoes are like that.
And when I kicked it off, the heel separated from the sole.
Oh, no.
I'm like, where the fuck did you get these fucking shoes from?
Whose truck did they fall off of?
Yeah, because that year I think Beats by Dre headphones and Timberlands was like the most fake things out that year.
Yeah.
So I threw them in the trash. Then she bought me some jeans. I said I wanted jeans. It's hard shopping for a fat guy.
It is hard shopping for a fat guy.
I hate shopping for myself, so I did appreciate
vertical,
that.
not horizontal.
Yeah,
vertical stripes, not horizontal stripes.
So I did appreciate that. But when she got me some jeans, they were like they were boot cut, straight leg, loose fit. And I appreciated all that, but they were all the same color.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Why did you get all the same color? It just looks
like diversity. Just because I'm a big guy doesn't mean I don't want different colored
but
pants.
The thing is, when I wear them, it just looks like I lost weight one day and gained weight the next. Like, damn, I'm out here Benjamin Buttermilk with my weight.
I'm going reverse. The older I get, the smaller I get.
Or I'm just wearing the same pair of jeans every day and I look stink.
Right? At least they, yeah. But yeah, for Christmas, let's see what I got. What I got from the kids and the wife. Me and my wife don't do a lot for each other like that. We're not big into gift giving. Mm-hmm. Just because it's just a waste, man. It's just, do you really need this necklace? Do you really want that? Brandon, do you really need this thing for your guitar or whatever? No, I don't. I don't really need all that. We don't really do the gifts. We give the I love yous, have a nice dinner or whatever together. But as far as gift giving goes, I feel like there's just too much pressure. And then like there's too much weight put into it. Like, oh, you only got me a 2-carat ring or a 1-carat instead of 2. I don't even know. It's just so much. It's so tedious and so like almost needless in life that we're past that. We do it mostly for the kids. Like, and we'll give each other some small stuff. Oh, I forgot to put my phone on silent. Yeet indeed.
What was that? It sounded like porn.
But yeah, so we don't really do the whole gift giving thing. Uh-huh. But they got me, I think it was like a pair of sweatpants, and they got like the cuff on the bottom. I'm not a big fan of like the cuff around the ankle, just because like I like my sweatpants to almost wear like pants.
Are you talking about the elastic?
Yeah, the elastic cuff on the bottom of them. I don't like, it's just weird feeling. I don't want my foot, it's just something pinching on my ankle all day. I don't like that. So, but I was like all against, I was like, oh, I took them. I was like, thank you. They're, good brand, good quality, good, nice feeling. Mm. And I finally started to wear them and the elastic stretched out. So I'm all right with them. Cool. They're good to go now. But I got like that and I got some hand lotion or something like that. Yeah. Nothing major.
Yeah, nothing major.
But we spent all our money on the kids.
Yeah, that's how it's going to be from now on for me. Probably.
That's how it's got to be, man. You can't. There's a lot of money wasted around that time. I look at all the toys, even just the toys that are sitting in there. Just all the money that goes into those toys, and they play with them for a month maybe, and then they forget about them, and somebody else brings a new one over.
My son, he broke at least 1 or 2 toys that he got for Christmas at Christmas. Now, we bought him like a little drone. He flew that shit right into the ceiling. I was like, broke.
My daughter had a unicorn drone that didn't have a controller. You just cut it on and it says like a sensor on the bottom and you can just put your hand under it and it'll bounce. It just kind of bounces up and down. And that lasted about a day.
Yeah. Mine had something similar, but it had a controller. It was Iron Man.
No. Yeah.
And this year he had they big into Fortnite right now. Like all the kids. I played it for a little while because I do video games, but I do video games. I play them, and I played Fortnite for a little bit, but then like it started changing too much. There's just so much shit going on, and now all these dances and everything. I'm like, I can't even shoot you, and you're dancing. Like it's driving me nuts. Like I couldn't play the game. I was never good at it, so I was like, fuck it. Yeah,
I played it for the social aspect.
I tried it one time. I don't like it. It was too cartoony.
Too cartoony. Yeah.
I like realistic.
I played you play Red Dead Redemption? You try that one out?
I would have because I like the Rockstar.
Yeah,
it's Rockstar, right?
Yeah, it's Rockstar Games. They do the what was it, Grand Theft Auto.
So I heard it was like that, but
it's like GTA, but with horses, so you're not getting anywhere any faster. So
but I would like that probably, but I haven't bought it. I've been into what's the name right now, Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh, yeah. I used to have that. My cousin got this. Is an older one. Came out a couple years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
6 years ago. I had that for a while.
Like 3 years ago.
Yeah. Something like that. I don't know. My cousin got me into it. Yeah. And Rainbow Six is fun. You play on PlayStation, you play on Xbox?
Or it was PlayStation.
PlayStation? My
PlayStation just took a crap.
Oh, no. Mine fell off the back today when I was cleaning up. And I'm nervous to cut it on to see if it's going to work still.
Mine, I bought them Spider-Man for Christmas, all the sport games, and wrapped them up. I bought them early, probably about 3 weeks. You know, Black Friday sale.
Yeah.
3 weeks early, 4 weeks early, and like a week before Christmas, my oldest, he broke the PlayStation, and I took it to like this company in Cary. You break, we fix. They try to fix it. I was like, yo, you got something that's like 1 out of 100 going on. They ordered a part, then the chip didn't work with the PlayStation that I had. I was like, no, I'm gonna just throw it away.
Just toss it. I always feel like that's my problem, is I'm always that 1 in 100. Like, no matter what, you know what I mean? Like, oh, this is a very rare problem. Oh, yeah? Well, that was the same thing they told me about my TV when my TV went out. This is a rare problem. Same thing they told me when my dishwasher went out. Oh, this is a rare problem.
Well, I wasn't mad. I was like, well, they don't need to be playing all the time because they get engulfed in it. I don't need to be playing all the time.
This is true because I can get engulfed.
Yeah. I was like
there.
looking forward to it because my job, we just started a new schedule where I have like 6 days off sometimes in a row.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I'm on it right now.
It's like a little mini vacay.
Yeah. And I had plans like, oh, shit, I'm going to play fucking this game for like 2 days.
Yeah.
So I get these new operators. But I don't need to do that now. I need to start focusing on my dreams of being a comedian.
Yeah, dude. I feel that.
Writing.
I feel that. I've got pages upon pages of just ideas that I haven't looked more into or like journeyed more into for as far as writing. I've got songs. I'm working on a song now. I'm working on one about road rage. And then I'm working on one about how freaky do you want to get now the kids have moved out of the house. So it's going to be like, you know, kids have grown up. They've moved out. Now it's time we can get freaky again like we used to back in the day before we had kids. So it's like, just I want to sing about doing it all over the place and just funny shit. You know what I mean?
As long as they don't still have a key.
Yeah. That's a good point. That's a good point.
But yeah, I want to get back in. Like I said, I wasn't even back into it. I'm just really starting. And, but it's all moving a little bit fast too.
Yeah. I mean, it is, man. I've noticed that because I remember talking to you that night at Goodnights and you said, you know, that's my first time up. And I was like, damn, you got really good stage presence. And then like the next thing I know, you got like, you posted, I think it was like some gig you did after that or something. Yeah. I was like, damn, he's already getting booked up at gigs and stuff. I was like, all right, cool. So, I mean, even seeing like you and Byron. Byron's another kid out there. Not even a kid. He's our age too. Yeah. But getting Byron out there and him getting gigged up and booked it's awesome. It's great to see. Like, it makes me happy to see other people doing well. Yeah. You know?
I see
he hustles.
You can't see where I just got the baby face.
Yeah, I got baby face.
I can see his beard. No, when he shaves, you can still see like this.
Yeah, you can still see a little bit, a little shadow. But
I'm here on the bearded goods with a baby face. It's fucking my job, man. I hate my job. I mean, I love my job. Yeah, I really do. But
I got it.
But we have to shave because we had to wear a gas mask.
Oh yeah. See, I couldn't work a job where I had. Well, I say that, but like, you know, my family's got to eat. My family's got to eat. I'll do what my family needs me to do. By choice, I won't ever work a job that tells me what I can and can't do with my hair.
Exactly.
Or my hair, my face. Clothes, fine. I could accept that. You're paying me to be there. I got to be presentable to your standards. Fine. Whatever. But as far as that goes, yeah, I'm glad. I work out in the woods with a bunch of other people with beards, so it's all fine. I don't have to worry about cutting my hair. My hair's as long as it's been in a long time. It's like down to here. Wow. Just below my shoulder. Yeah, I got to trim that up. My wife's a hairstylist, man. You know how hard it is to get a haircut from a hairstylist?
She's always busy, right?
Always busy and never wants to work when she comes home. I can't blame her. It's just like, you know, if you remodel houses or you redo bathrooms all day for a living, that's what you do. You get up, bust your ass redoing bathrooms. You don't want to come home and work on your bathroom. Same thing with her. She's out there talking with people all day, cutting hair, doing this and that with them, and she doesn't want to come home and have to cut mine. So for me, it takes a long time. That's how I even got long hair. I had short hair. And I was like, hey, I need a haircut. And she's like, all right. A couple months go by. Hey, still need a haircut. Can you bring your clippers home? Oh, I forgot to bring them this Friday. I'll bring them home. All right. A couple more months go by. Hairs just start getting longer. I'm like, well, fuck it. At this point, I'm just going to let it grow. Yeah. So that's what I did.
Maybe that's what she wanted.
It might have been what she wanted. She tells me now, she's like, you can't shave your face. I was like, wow. She's like, because I like you better with a beard. Yeah. I'm like, yeah.
You probably look totally different. Because when I think it was James Harden with no beard, he looked weird.
Oh, man, I couldn't imagine James Harden with no beard. I'm going to have to look that up.
He looked weird, bro.
Because he's got like that, he's got like when you think of people who play basketball, if you're a casual fan, you'll know. Casual. That's how I am. You'll know who James Harden is just because of his appearance. Mm-hmm. He's got that beard. So he's not a nice beard.
Well, my sons, all they do is watch YouTube now. And
oh my God, I don't look nothing like him. He looks like, it's like straight up like, yeah, cool dude. This guy's like, I don't know, man. He might take you to court or something. Yeah, like he's like a DA or something like that. This guy, yeah, he plays basketball. Cool guy to hang out with. That guy, scary. Gonna put you away for a while. Yeah. Narc, yeah. That is nuts. I ain't never imagined with that one. I've got a picture of me without a beard too, but so yeah,
that's a big ass screen too. Well.
Oh, it's a TV. It's just it's a TV straight up is all it is. I took the TV down from up there. I had my cousin built me this computer that I'm using, and he hooked me up. He was building a new computer, so when he was building that computer, he's had all these older parts, and they are older, but they're not even that old. It's like an i7 processor. It's like a really good stuff. Mm-hmm. And he built it all for me, and then sold it to me real cheap. And I bought the case for it to go in, but I just had to have everything else. I didn't have money after giving him the money for the computer. I didn't have money to buy anything else. Right. Like that was it. That's all the money I had saved up. It's tapped out, and so I was like, well, I got to do something. So I just used the TV from up there, and it's worked out great. Now I want to get a TV for up there, or I'm going to get a monitor for over here. But the problem is, like, it's got to have like HDMI, because I use this for more than just my computer. Right. It's for there's some of them in here without me a beard. I use it for more than just a computer. I use it for like my PlayStation and stuff like that too. So like I'll sit in here and watch football, like which is going on right now. Who do you think's going to win today? Who do you want? What Super Bowl do you want?
Shit, in the perfect world, it would have been the Eagles.
I saw you. I'm not gonna lie. I was putting that.
I almost wore the hat today.
I was putting together the photo for this podcast, and I was scrolling through your pictures, and I saw you with the Eagles jersey. I was like, man, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt a little bit. Yeah. But man, y'all went all the way last year. Yeah. It was awesome. I had Aguilar was on my fantasy team, and I picked him up probably like week 10 or 11 off of waivers. Mm. And when he made that, one catch he made in like the last few seconds of the game that gave y'all the chance to go forward or something. I don't know. It was one of the games y'all needed to win. He caught the ball, but it was I think it was like week 14, because I think that's when our playoffs are. Anyway, I won the championship because Aguilar caught that pass, because I needed an extra like 4 or 5 points, and he caught like a 30 or 40-yard pass, and it bumped me above the guy who I was playing against, and I won $600 in my fantasy.
I tell you what, I don't want to win.
Patriots.
Fuck, I'd rather them win than the goddamn Saints, because they piss me off.
Oh, I can't stand the Saints. I'm a Panthers fan.
Because I'm a Philly fan, and
I'm trying to find this one.
What they did after the game, after they beat us, put sour taste in my mouth.
What did they do? Because I didn't see that.
They went on Instagram, went live in the locker room, and was playing Meek Mill's intro music, and we won and came out to that during the Super Bowl last year. Yeah. And
so it's kind of like a slap in the face. Yeah. A little disrespectful.
And I like the Eagles and how they were the underdogs. They had that dog mask last year. Wow, that's not you.
That's me. That's me. With I did St. Baldrick's. This one I worked at the radio station. We were all out there, and I did St. Baldrick's. So I shaved my head and my face. So that's me, bald headed, no hair on my face.
Came out of straight. What's that? Hogwarts dungeon.
You want to see Hogwarts? I dropped my hair down. I look just like a Hagrid. Yeah. But yeah, you're a wizard, Harry. Yeah,
Dumbledore.
from one extreme to the other. But yeah. Oh man.
And then the Eagles this year they had that it's Robin season. I don't know if you know that, but that was their theme this year, where they wore ski masks.
Oh,
that shit was awesome.
I thought I saw something about that. Their defense did it, wasn't it? Yeah. I saw them talking about that a couple weeks ago on like the pregame stuff.
So I keep a ski mask with me too.
Yeah, a little dangerous.
One time I got pulled over and I had a gun and a ski mask. And I had to tell the cop I had my gun. And he said, well, where is it? And I lifted up the seat. I had a little secret compartment in this truck that I had. And they just looked at each other like, why this motherfucker got a gun?
And a ski mask. It wasn't.
I'm like, it's legal. But if I have to be a hero, I want to be a...
or the other.
Masked superhero.
I'm a masked. This masked gunman came and saved the day. We thought it was going to go the other way, but he was here saving lives. Yeah, one or the other, you're fine. Like, you have the gun, tell the cop you got the gun. Okay. You got a ski mask, you open up your thing, like, oh, you got a ski mask, whatever. You probably work in cold weather. But the combination of the two together is a bad situation. Oh, so you're into guns.
Yeah, I like guns.
I got a couple myself. I got a Mossberg little 22. That's like AR style. This is my fun gun. I'll take that out, because 22 rounds are cheap. You take that out to when we go camping. We set up the range and just shoot them all down. I got a little red dot sight on it. It's a fun one. Then I got my 308, which is just my hunting rifle, which I never go hunting anymore. So it's just my rifle. Yeah. So let's shoot that one. Then I got a little Taurus.
The bolt action.
The 308? Yeah, 308's bolt action. And I got a Taurus PT 111 9mm. Okay. For personal carry. Yeah. Which I hardly ever personal carry. I don't really have a need to. So I just kind of, it's just, I have it to.
It's always a what if.
There always is a what if. If is the biggest word in the English language. To only have 2 words or 2 letters. Yeah. That's a stupid saying. So ideally, I think I want it to be Kansas City and the Rams. I think Kansas City and the Rams would be a good Super Bowl to watch because I don't want the Patriots anymore, and I'm tired of the Patriots. Yeah. It's like I don't hate the Patriots because they're the Patriots. I hate them because they're good, and like I wouldn't hate Brady if Brady played for the Panthers.
So who plays against each other today?
Today, Kansas City takes on the Patriots. Okay, and then the Saints play the Rams.
So, okay, I want the Rams to win.
Yep.
And Kansas City.
Kansas City. When was the last time Kansas City has even made the Super Bowl?
Know, but the coach, he used to be the Eagles coach, so.
Oh, is he? Is the old Eagles coach?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. There's a lot of stuff. Like, I got into like...
the only reason I know is because of Madden, playing Madden.
Oh, football. Okay, there you go. See, I used to watch football, like, religiously and keep up with everything. But, Chiefs last. Yeah, there it is. Super Bowl. I used to keep up with everything, but now I don't. Like, I'm more of like a casual fan now. 1970 was the last time the Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl. Well, now I'm kind of pulling for the Kansas City. But I like how the Rams are. I like their head coach is young. I think he's like 30 years old. And they pulled some move last game where they didn't need to. I think they were up by 6 or 7 points, and they were at like the 40-yard line on their 40 and faked a fourth down, faked a punt and got a first down, then got a touchdown. And I respected the hell out of that because all the other coaches, like, they'll play it safe. They're trying to keep their job. They're trying to, this guy's young. I think it's like his first or second season as a head coach. He's 30 years old.
The Eagles coach did last year. Yeah. And this year too.
The Eagles are good. They were good last year. They were good this year too.
Yeah, they were good. But see, Kansas City Chiefs, their coach now is what, Andy Reid. Yeah, and that's who. That's who the other guy took his job from the Eagles. I didn't watch sports like that. I don't say I get depressed, but I had a couple NFL players tell me that I could have made it. Yeah. But then I came here and got shafted, and I just changed my whole life around.
Changed everything. Football was my big. I played
an all-star game in Jersey. It was like they split New Jersey up into 2 parts, like North Jersey, South Jersey, and we had a all-star game. They took like 1 or 2 people from each high school and made a team, and then same thing for the northern side or central side.
That's kind of cool.
And we played it for epilepsy. And when I went to college, they said, I seen you on TV playing the game. I'm like, oh, where? It was with Comcast. So it was on Comcast, and he was from, I think, Brooklyn or Bronx. Little Timmy. He was our running back at the St. Francis.
Yeah.
And he seen me on TV. I had an interview because my cousin has epilepsy, and they interviewed me about it. So that was cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
I didn't think nobody saw that, though.
I played football was like my big thing before I picked up a guitar. Like before I started getting like really into music and entertainment, I should say. Football was my big thing. I was good at it, naturally good at it, and I really enjoyed it. I liked hitting people. I like getting hit. Mm-hmm. It's just that kind of, it's like a rush, you know, every time that you just that anticipation for that ball to snap, especially when you're playing defense. The anticipation for that ball to snap is crazy when you get down the line. Mm-hmm. And it's just that you kind of get that same feeling, that same rush, that same energy when you get on stage and you got like all the eyes are on you, the lights are on you. What are you going to do? And then it's just boom, just that. I just kind of I like to let go and just let myself take over. Yeah. And then just kind of like, I don't try and control it. I just kind of go with the flow.
Now you see that the comedy is like a big snowball right now. It's picking up steam.
It's blowing up.
I see Netflix do it a lot.
Netflix is like I was talking to somebody about it. They're like saturating the market almost.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's good and bad. I feel like it's good because more people are getting heard. I mean, they have that comedians from around the world.
Yeah,
which is pretty neat. One of the guys from Canada is on the TV show called Letterkenny, and I'll forget his name, but he's hilarious. He's just a funny dude, and he plays Squirrely Dan on the show. But he has a stand-up special in that, and I like how they're moving away from full hours and they're giving people like half hours.
Yeah,
because I feel like a full hour, you really need to be like seasoned, or you're just good enough that you have material that's good for a whole hour. Mm-hmm. I feel like there's a lot of parts in an hour comedy special where it's just kind of like a little bit of a lull and you're like, okay, this is funny, but it's not all that great. And then but now you got like 30 minutes where if you're a comedian who writes an hour set and you got to trim it down to 30 minutes, what do you think is going to make it in those 30 minutes? Your best.
Your funniest
shit's going to make it in those 30 minutes. So yeah. I like a 30-minute set.
What's the name's hour? I think Chris Rock, and I was a little bit
on his new one.
Yeah,
I watched his new one too. You're a little bit disappointed.
Yeah,
I was too. It's not the same Chris Rock. It's not the dude. He's like, we need to make.
And I was a little bit. I won't say embarrassed, but I don't know the word I'm looking for right now. Shocked. I don't know, because it was like really, really edgy on the racist thing in the beginning. I was like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, but then it's probably the last 20 minutes I was fucking laughing like crazy.
Yeah, it's still Chris Rock. You know what I mean? We're like criticizing somebody. He's top of his game.
Yeah.
But it's not the same Chris Rock that I liked when I was growing up. And you'd hear the bit where he talked about, I'll never forget the stray bullet bit. You ever hear that one? He's like, we need to make bullets cost $5,000. Well, nobody be hit by a stray bullet. Bullets cost $5,000.
Yeah, okay.
They'd be like, damn, he really loaded him up. He got 5 bullets in him. He must have really fucking hated him. He put 35 grand worth of bullets in this motherfucker.
So who was your favorite comedian?
Oh man, there's a favorite is hard to say because I grew up watching a lot of stuff I wasn't supposed to watch. You know, like Sam Kinison had like his HBO special, and he's is the one where, or not HBO, I think it was Showtime.
I've been the same way. I grew up watching stuff I wasn't supposed to watch, but it wasn't comedy. It was like Hookers at the Point. And real sex.
Oh, come on. We all tried to watch that stuff. Sitting there, a little like teenage kid. That was before they had they totally black out channels. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it'd be like squiggly, so you can still kind of hear. You're like, oh, that's what it sounds like. And then like a nipple would pop up, and you're risking it. You don't know if it's a dude's or if it's a chick's, but you're like, fuck it, it's a nipple. Yeah.
Taxi Cab Confessions.
Yeah, Taxi Cab Confessions. Was it Real Sex?
Yeah.
Something like that. They would talk about it. But yeah, I had like Sam Kinison. He had that Showtime special. I think it was Showtime special where he talked about, when you die and they take your body to the morgue, like if you're still conscious, and like, what if you get like one of those guys that's really into like necrophilia, and he's like, oh my God, even after I'm dead, they're still fucking me, you know?
Yeah. Well, I ain't really get into comedy that early on, but I liked he passed away now, Patrice O'Neal.
Oh yeah, dude, Patrice O'Neal's a good dude.
That motherfucker was funny to me.
Funny as shit. He passed away.
He had a special Elephant in the Room.
Yeah.
On Netflix. I came home, my wife was fucking crying, laughing. I'm like, you don't even laugh like that much. So I had to sit there and watch it, and I was crying too, laughing.
See, he passed fucking. You remember the original Kings of Comedy? Remember that tour when it came out with Bernie Mac and all them? I fucking hate Bernie Mac's dead too. Yeah, that shit. That's sad. He's fucking funny as hell.
I was here for Halloween one time.
Were you? I didn't realize until after he passed away. I started looking more into what he did, and you hear other people talk about him and stuff. And you ever see that one where he went on I can't remember what it was for, but he had somebody came on before him, and they just booed him off stage. They booed the guy off stage, and Bernie Mac came up and was like, I ain't scared of y'all motherfuckers. And he'd go there and he's like, I'm from this. And he'd say a joke, and he'd be like, DJ, hit it. And the DJ would drop the song. He'd dance for a sec.
Because I heard Steve Harvey got booed.
It might have been Steve Harvey. Yeah, can't remember exactly who it was that went on before him, but he was like, I ain't scared of you. That's like one of those classic ones. It's like the Bill Burr thing when Bill Burr was in, I think it was Philly, and they had like it was some I've heard him talk about it. He said it's some crazy long comedy show that they had, and he was like number 10 or something like that on the thing, and the crowd was just done, and they were all booing everybody on stage, and they were cussing, and he sat up there for 15. He had like a 15-minute set, and all he did was talk stone cold shit to everybody. He's like, fuck the Eagles. He was just because he's a big a sports fan. He's like, fuck the Eagles. He's like I didn't even hate those people. He's like, I was just saying shit to piss them off at that point, because they were up there booing everybody off the stage.
Bill was the man. I like that man,
dude. I really like his I like what he's doing on YouTube, man. The All Things Comedy. Yeah, he's got that whole channel where he's posting stuff up.
And I like the that cartoon he had.
Oh, F is for Family? That yeah. Awesome. Oh, you've been getting into American Horror Story lately, right? Yeah. What, you still in the first season?
First season. I think I got like two more episodes left.
First season's like one of the best seasons. I just recently binge watched them. All of them. Yeah. But, yeah.
A couple people told me it was good. My homegirl, she told me, Tanja is her name. She played basketball at St. Francis when I was there playing football. And we met each other again at Briar Creek. I'm taking out the trash. I was living in Briar Creek, and somebody come up in the car like, DJ? That's my nickname. And I'm like, who the fuck is this pulling up? I'm like, yo, I don't know nobody over here yet. Yeah. That shit blew my mind. I was like, all the way from Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And you pull up while I'm
Small
taking
world,
the trash
man.
out.
Small world. So yeah, F is for Family's a good one. That's funny. Have you watched what's that other one that's on there about the kids going through puberty? Yes,
that's
Big Mouth is fucking hilarious. I started writing me and a friend of mine came up with a concept, and I've kind of taken it from there. But so I wanted to do like an animated show called Fat Jesus. Mm-hmm. And I know there was a Black Jesus show, and that shit was funny as fuck too. That shit was good. But I have an idea to make an animated version, and like the first season, I'm gonna do 10 episodes, and each episode will be based off of one of the 10 Commandments. So it's like, awesome. What's that first? Actually, I think I got it written down. So the first one is you shall not have no other gods but me, and it'd be all about the character being jealous as fuck about his ex-girlfriend, like girlfriend breaking up, and he's like, real jealous over and trying to get her back, and he's like, you shall have nobody else but me. So just like a little play on everything. But I've got like outlines written up. That's and shit.
Cool. I like that. That's a dope idea. I want to start doing some skits too. And then I know you said you got cameras. And
I got that camera right behind you. I got GoPros down here. I've got lenses for that one. I've got steady cams. Mm-hmm. I've got stuff to shoot, like bootleg shoot. I'm not like rolling Ronins.
Yeah, but I got a guy who he does it for a living, and he actually worked with me, and I feel bad because I think I got him fired.
Uh-oh.
I get moonshine from time to time, and
I do too.
We was drinking, and he was like, "Yo, bro, let me take the rest of this home." And I said, "Okay," but he ended up finishing it all while he was with us, and I was like, "Yo, you good? Don't drive, man." He's like, "Nah, I'm good, bro."
No.
He left and fucking ended up running from the police.
Oh man, that'll get you. Even without the moonshine, that'll get you.
Running from the police. He had a firearm with him, and so he just ain't come back to work with us.
He ain't come back.
But he said he happy because he doing what he want to do now.
Yeah,
it might sometimes take that.
Well, I mean, I took a pay cut to go to the job that I'm at now, and I didn't realize how much it was gonna suck until that started happening. Until you're like, I don't have enough money for everything. How am I gonna make this work? But you retailer your life. Yeah. You make everything start working. And I took this other job, and the other job now allows me more time to do this. I'm actually able to have a podcast now. I'm able to try and get on stage and stuff, and that just makes me happier. Makes me feel like I'm a better person. So I walk out the door with more confidence, and I put that out there and just trying to be nicer every day. Like 10% nicer every day. Just be nice to people.
That's what I think this new schedule that we have is going to allow me, having these 4-day off stretches and 6-day off stretches within a month, every month.
Especially because you'll get those breaks off like in the middle of a week.
Yeah.
So then that'll open you up to be able to hit open mics and stuff. So like I'm working till like 6 o'clock at night. So it's like getting home and trying to get out of the open mics is tough.
Yeah, we do that too.
Yeah.
We go from days to nights now. At first I was on nights for like 2 years straight, and then I was on days for like 2 years straight. But there's 12-hour shifts each way, so either I'm going to work at 6 o'clock at night and getting off 6 o'clock in the morning, or
going to work at 6 in the morning, come home at 6 at night. Yep.
But now it's flipping flopping. 1 week is days, the next week nights. But I think when I talked to somebody at a wedding, and it's a bartender, and she works at the Dirty Bull in Durham.
Yeah.
And she was telling me about their open mics.
Yeah, I've been thinking about going up there. Have you made it up there yet?
No, I want to go. I heard it's every Friday.
Yeah, every Friday night.
So it's a Friday night. I was like, damn, it's not like Charlie Goodnights where it's a Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah, where it's right in the middle of everything. It's a Friday night.
Where
I like that.
You might have a bigger crowd, maybe even a harsher crowd.
Maybe.
So you can really see what your parameters.
Yeah, really push yourself. Yeah. I like a big crowd.
I've never been there. Is it a stage?
I've never been there either. I don't think it's a stage. I'm going to pull it up real quick. It's the Dirty Bull in Durham. I know they've been doing it for a long time. Not a long time. I don't even think they've been around too long. Dirty Bull, Durham.
And I seen, they got a new spot in the Raleigh Improv, but it's in Cary. I was like, well, that's fucked up.
Oh, yeah. I've heard about that. I haven't seen it.
I pulled it up online and see how to apply. They wanted you to send in like a 5 to 10 minute tape or video.
Really? I've got like a 7-minute video, but nobody requires a 7-minute video. It's always like 8 to 10, 10 to 15, or like 5 to 10.
Well, 5 to 10 works.
5 to 10 works, but not too many people require.
You told me about your math skills.
Yeah, they're not good. they're not good. Okay, I think this is.
Oh yeah, I see it, man. It's just a floor.
I think it's just it might be a little bit of a stage there. I don't know. Anyway, when you decide to go, let me know, because I can either meet you out there, we can hook up, because I want to go out there, but I don't like going out there when I don't know anybody. And I'm sure when I get out there, I'm probably going to know somebody. But if you go out, let me know. Hit me up. I'll go with you. I'll meet you out there.
No problem.
And then we can go hit that open mic. And I went to, there's one that, I don't know if they still do it at Sam's Quick Shop, but it's a little bottle shop. That one talk about like no stage or anything. I think when I I did the open mic there. It was for the other 7 comedians and like maybe 6 or 7 people that just kind of walk up and sat down. And everybody else is kind of like buying beer in the background. Right. You know what I mean? They're like moving. It's a store. Yeah. Okay. But the host was really nice. She's really cool, and everybody else has been really good. Everybody in the comedy community has been pretty nice, pretty open.
So what I seen Byron at I didn't see him, but I seen that he was going, and I try to promote people that I know or come across in contact with. Cause I would like, people do the same for me. Yeah. I mean, I just do it for everybody. I got a buddy who do defensive pistol shooting. I throw him up there. Yeah. And I also had security company before as well, and we had security at the movie theaters in Raleigh and North Hills, Raleigh, and Broad Creek. I don't do that anymore. Me and him had a fallout, my partner. But his company, that a guy that I'm talking about, trained some of the security officers for me. So and he's back at my job too. He works with me now still. So we're cool friends, and like I said, I want to go shoot with him too.
Yeah.
Where I seen Byron? Going to Idiot Box in Greensboro.
Dude, have you been to the Idiot Box?
No.
I love the Idiot Box. I love it. It's a great little venue. You're not on a stage. It's straight up. You're on a floor.
Okay.
But it's a good spot, man. Like, I don't know. It's just like the vibe. Like when you walk in there, it's just a good overall feeling. I love that place.
Yeah, I want to go out there.
The owner of Jenny, I don't know if I pronounced her name right. I think it's either Jenny or Jeannie. But she's really nice. Everybody up there is really nice. That makes it like a lot better place to try and go to. Yeah, she just posted up on Facebook on it. But yeah, no. If you ever get a chance to go up there, I did the UCC, the Ultimate Comic Challenge or whatever, and was up there. My night was me and a couple other really good ones. I can't remember their names. That sucks because I like to promote people when I can. But yeah, that was the first time I'd ever been up there. If it wasn't for the drive, I would go up there and try and do the open mics. But it's in Greensboro.
Yeah.
And I think it's like a Thursday night is their open mic. And I would have to leave work and drive straight up just to even make it on time to be able to go there and be able to get up on stage. And then I have to drive home after I'm done. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's just
What's
a lot.
That, about a 45 hour and a half?
It's about an hour. A little about an hour. About an hour and 15. Just depends on about where you're going. So it's not a horrible drive, but it's gas and time. You're talking 2 hours automatically. 1 hour there, hour back. So,
because I rode past there going to Charlotte, so I was like, but I didn't look at the time.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it's a good spot. I would definitely go there again. So you got anything else going on now? Anything you want to promote or?
Only thing is right now just keep a lookout for Netflix.
What was the name of the movie?
Freshman Friday.
Freshman Friday on Netflix comes out this year. Do you know about what time?
Nah, I'm waiting on more information.
Hit me with the release, and I'll update it. I'll put it as a description, and I'll add it to the description on the video.
Yeah, that and I'm really gonna make it out to open mics and.
Yeah, man. Hit me up when you go to the open mics.
Try to get some more material for like YouTube, and I'm gonna start a YouTube.
That's what I'm gonna talk to you a little bit. We're about to wrap it up here, but I want to talk to you a little bit afterwards about some of that stuff too. But Darryl, it's been a pleasure, man. Appreciate you coming on.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, man. I wish you wish you the best of luck. You're a hilarious guy. I love watching you perform. I love watching you just do your thing and just be yourself. And it's a real pleasure just to sit back as a fan. And I really appreciate you coming in and spending some time with me.
Same with you. Like when I watched Netflix and I seen this guy come up with a guitar, that's all I could think about was you.
That's awesome. That makes me happy. Yeah.
I don't remember his name, but
I think it was I can't remember his name either. It's kind of like an Asian dude, I think.
Well, I took pictures with my
phone. Or was it
Nick
Thune? There's a Nick Thune guy who has a whole special, and then there's another guy who's got
like a couple comedians.
Yeah, it was like one of those first like Netflix releases where like they did like the quick little 20 minutes or something like that. But all right, man, we'll definitely get back together and get it up and going again soon. And once we birth or probably a little bit farther along, maybe we'll check back in about halfway through the year and see how things are going.
That's what's up.
All right, buddy. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, man. So there you go. Darryl Ransome. Dude, thanks again so much for coming in and hanging out with me. You can follow him on Instagram at BigHeart02. That's BIGHRT02. Funny guy, always posting up good stuff. Also, thank you all for listening. It means the world to me. I'm going to continue to try and get back on the every other week schedule since now that we've made it through the holidays. Trying to get my next guest hammered out now. So we will see you all again very soon. Thanks.